say Randy Abbey case ni see no enchiremu no adoso but say obi anim ade kro potin panti a eye sa case no esi obi ahu sa ade kro Okatakyie so e de new twist bi aba Kukan so e de na twist aba amanfo e direct asem no akoye say eye NPP aban anasna na dan kwa akufo-addo e na ebia all tai eye sa media house no but eye topic e da ho ne say omodeka e na eye court ma eye judgment order bi na omukọ ho ne ade deputy bi ne ade I mean obi anim sa story no na ade na ama me di sa nkomo we biem kuka asem wo be kan ye ene de Okatakyie Afrifa nso ade aba betu dwasisi ya wo kire say omo obo audio no e na wo kire say eye adwuma eye Kwesi Pratt ene eye Randy Abbey ehihye ye krade ma NPP ni bia no wote platform no so ama ono kwa na adwene entimi anko eye case na nkasa so yebekwa akotie eye hawo sika na asem Randy Abbey so ababonten ababe chirichirim tama case ni siye ade kropotia no mpese o mo kire ababe chirichirim but before that no yenkotie insem akoka edi tu edwa time wa ono so ti say omo direct ade na akwa say MPP4 ana akwa akopiem ewo Metro TV na omo kwa akwa ye menteme ho ase bi wo ho no odi nkomo bi time ana otena ne car ni mu no yentensem a ode atudwa
hacks from the MPP trying to invade the studios. What are we going to take there? We campaign, we have policies. We campaign on track workers. We are busy commissioning. We are busy engaging people. But Randy Abbey and Kwesi Pratt know the truth. But blind by politics and blind by they will not see anything good in whatever MPP does. But they will sit there and know the truth and lie. So the current owners of Metro TV bought Metro TV with some assets and liabilities. And they've been back and forth of some of the liabilities. I think this is not the first time. I have worked in Metro TV before. I remember one morning we went to work. Police or some group of people came to confiscate about 3 cars. No. The van, 2 vans and about 4 cars, yes, that the station owes. We were trying to stop, we were told to stop. And Randy was even there. They stopped everyone because it was just in the morning, just like this one. But today, they came purposely because they are coming to execute an court order, a judgment death court order execution. And they were followed by the police. And they wanted to enter the live studio to start. The reason why they chose the main studio to enter, nobody knows. But this is what we need to find out. It has nothing to do about MPP. It has nothing to do with tax from the MPP. It has nothing to do with us. Omwa edi omoka. Ye tow station, na station edi kabidada. Ena omo tow station, omo tow sa aka ne sa no mani nyina. Enye nepe ena obi abaho so ba be GBB a the station, if you say station e de ka. Maye adwuma wo ho magina ho say ya no pese ya ma Randy Abbey ogina obi. Ene e be fa advance 2 ene cars 4. I think about 3 or 4 years ni, and I say 4 years ni e kan car no mo de ho. Ene court ni police wo. Court ama order. Enti court ni directive na police wo ni nkofo aba ho a ye beji a omo rest studio ho. MPP nya hwi ene mpa MPP ho. Ye man no krani daddy. Ye ya busy ye commission, ya busy ye campaign, ya busy training nkofo e wo elections. Ye nya ho. No pressure. Why? No pressure. Number 1, it is possible.
And some say ana Kukan so kan efa sa case na abetodwa obia edi ho nkomo no. Now yanko fast forward yanko piem Randy Abbey watan the pages where din nkomo acheche the story na ankasa mu ade kure course wo ne de see the videos nyina aka ho ye wi ansa na me de Okatakyie nso nkire mu a wo kire say ya adwuma o mo hyehye ye no e de atoso.
Let me provide some more information.
Yes.
Okay. So why I'm sure that you've seen some videos.
Yes.
Of me very agitated.
I saw yesterday.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, it was because when eventually I stepped out of the studio,
Yeah,
and I saw the policemen, and I confronted them. and then they showed me those who they came with.
They came with, yeah.
And I identified the guy. So from the pictures you're seeing, there's a door at the back. That's the office where those people were. Now, when I went in there, then I identified this man.
Yes.
A man seated there, the auctioneer.
Yes.
And that is what even made the issue. So you see that door at the back. You see there are people in there.
At the back,
okay. Yes.
Yeah.
Now, this door, this is the first door you see, is the door that leads to this studio. So you see on air at the top.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Now, when I entered, I saw this man. Now, Ishak, that incident about what happened sometime last year.
Yeah.
So, as usual, morning, I was coming.
Yeah.
To the studio.
To the studio.
And I was driving from the Fine Things part, so opposite the entrance.
Yeah.
Yes. So I was coming from there. But you see, it's a T junction. The left goes to Alisa.
Yeah.
So when you get there, you need to stop, look to your left, right before
you cross.
I cross over to enter the premises.
Yeah.
Then I saw this pickup. You see the white pickups that the police use, that they've covered the back.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So I saw that pickup with men in there, policemen.
Yeah.
Okay. But of course, there was no point in thinking about anything. So I drove into the premises. When I drove into the premises, I reversed to where I park.
Yeah.
Just when I reversed, then I saw this pickup I had seen. So apparently the pickup was there waylaying me.
For you. Yeah.
So when I entered, then this pickup just came in, drove straight in, and blocked my vehicle.
Wow.
So it blocked my vehicle, and then some of the police people alighted. And they had this
mask.
You know this thing they wear?
Yeah.
Yes, where you can only see the eyes and the mouth. Yes. So they have it covered.
Okay.
Fully armed. Then this guy, the auctioneer, he alighted from another vehicle and approached me. This was last year.
Yeah.
And said that, look, he's so and so from the courts. They have a court order. So my car keys, they are seizing my cars. And I said, are you crazy? Is there a court order against me? Has any court issued anything against me? What do you mean by you're seizing my car? They say, oh, they have an order against Metro TV. So you have an order against me. Am I Metro TV?
You're not Metro TV.
Is this Metro TV's car?
Wow.
What kind of nonsense is that? Then he said, okay, then in that case, they are going to go into the studios and go and pack studio equipment and all that.
No.
So at that point, I called the group legal officer.
Yes.
I said, look, I've just come to do my show. These police people have come to cross me. It's like a movie. And I can't even see their faces. But it's this guy who's come down and says he's an auctioneer. And that they have a court order. And the first thing they tried to do was to seize my car.
No. You're not Metro TV.
So,
I mean,
the lawyer then asked me to give the phone to the auctioneer. So I gave my phone to him. And they interacted. So I came up. And he came up later. So the lawyer then said that, look, he says that there is they have a default judgment or something.
Okay.
And that the previous owners of Metro, they had some issues with them. They had gone to court and they had won, and they had a court order to come and do what? Look, go and do your program so that we don't disrupt things. Let them take 2 of the saloon cars here. None of the vehicles is for Metro TV anyway. It's for Igna Media. But you let them take the vehicles. And so I told the security guys that, look, the lawyer says they can take 2 of the vehicles. And I left to come and do my show.
Yeah.
It was when I finished that I learned that, in fact, they took 3 vehicles. So yes, the lawyers then went to court. And the court released
those vehicles,
all the 3 vehicles to us. This was last year.
Yeah.
And I've been going on with my work.
Yeah.
And I'd even forgotten about that incident.
Yeah.
You know, until we were here yesterday around 9:30 when we heard the violent listening on the door. And we heard the shout, the screams and everything. Then we saw 2 of the private security guards on this premises now enter with our channel manager.
Yeah.
And they tried to then block people from entering. So it was in that melee that this door, you see I'm directly opposite the door.
Yeah.
So I can see whatever
is
so when the door opened, then I saw the one policeman with the arm. And there are a lot of people. And I saw our news editor and others also trying to prevent them from entering. So it was in that ensuing confusion that the security guy fell on the back of his head inside the studio, in the presence of Kwesi Pratt and Dr. Richard Asante.
Very disgraceful.
You understand what I'm saying?
Very
so, when I got out and I saw the guy, and I remembered that incident, and then what happened yesterday.
Yep.
So my point was that, okay, so let's assume that indeed you had a court order to come in effect.
Yep.
You were coming to attach properties. First of all, you need to even ascertain that in fact what you are coming for is for Metro TV. Not so. Is that not what the law says?
Yeah.
Okay.
Of course.
So you come in here.
Yes.
You go downstairs. There is the front desk there. There's furniture. There are TV sets and others.
Yeah.
You are not interested in them. Downstairs is our biggest studio.
Studio, yeah.
You don't go there. You are not interested in anything there.
Yeah.
We have other offices with equipment. You are not interested in any of them.
Yep.
I'm sure that you saw those boxes when we were climbing up. Our outside broadcast equipment with the wheels under, those black boxes.
Yeah.
You were not interested in them.
Those stones.
And you decided to climb upstairs with the armed men. And the staff kept telling you that, look, you cannot come up. There's a live program going on. You cannot come up here with armed men into a studio, a live program. They defied and came up. So that is how come all the staff also came up, trying to prevent them.
Trying to prevent.
And then when they came up here, you know, here, there are two studios. This one and the next studio.
And the next one.
But their interest
is this
was to break into this particular one. Where I was live on air and we're having the show.
Yeah.
So if indeed you were coming to do your legitimate whatever, what was this interest?
Yeah.
About this? And so if you juxtapose that against what happened last year,
where
they waylaid me, because the objective then was that they were just waiting for me. That was their interest. Because if you are coming to execute, you have a court order I want to execute, go in there and go and do what you want to do.
What do you want to do?
What has that got to do with me?
Yep. Yeah. As I said, from your account, it's quite disgraceful. The police ought to act that way.
And as for the things that the auctioneer said, I don't want to, because of all the commentary around these things, I've been careful.
Okay.
So that I don't feed into. But they are lawyer. I confronted a lawyer. Some of the utterances he made. Some of those political utterances he made.
Utterances, yeah.
And I told that his wife is a high court judge. If maybe that's the reason why he thinks that he can do whatever, he thinks that he's that connected. The lawyers were present when he made all those utterances. But I've intentionally decided not to.
Whose wife? The lawyer?
Go. So I've decided not to get into those things because I think that they will have a tendency of, clouding the issues.
Yeah.
So it was Nana Akomia who was called by somebody from here on the basis of the comments, those comments that auctioneer was making. So it was he who got in touch with the IGP, and they got in touch with me.
Yeah.
Assuming that you have a legitimate court order.
Yeah.
You understand me? The legitimate court order, and that court order gives you the right.
Are you a respondent to that?
I'm saying that if the court order,
is your name on the court order?
I'm saying that if the court order gives you the right to go and attach properties, don't you have a responsibility to first of all identify those properties and ascertain whether indeed those properties are for Metro TV, and then go into attachment of those properties?
Yeah.
Is that not how it should be done?
Yes, it should.
If that is indeed the objective, you come in here, there are vehicles on the compound. You are not interested in any of them.
Okay.
You come to the front desk, you are not interested in anything. There are studios.
Yeah.
There, offices, equipment, everything. You are not interested.
Yeah.
Your interest is to come up to the first floor and come and attempt to break into my studio when I'm live on air. Yeah. In fact, on this same floor, there is another studio.
Randy.
When you had earlier, waylaid me, blocked my vehicle and attempted to seize my vehicle. Which court in this world, let's even say Ghana, will give anybody an order?
Yes.
And the order will be interpreted to mean that you can go and seek police assistance. Yes, they will give you to go and execute a court order. But you use this policeman to waylay a person. Who the order is not against.
Yes.
And to cross his vehicle when he enters into his work premises. And to attempt to want to confiscate his vehicle.
On the face of it is right.
Then, which court will give anybody an order which says that you can invade the media house, with armed policemen
Yeah.
attempt to break into a studio
The studio. Yeah.
when there's a live program going on
On the face-
and to disrupt the program.
Yes.
Which court will give anybody an order to do
No,
that?
no court. I agree with you. On the face of it, it's wrong.
Obviously, even
Yes.
if you have a court order, there is an abuse,
Yeah.
a criminal abuse
Of the process.
of those processes.
Yes.
And what will make anybody
Yes.
decide to behave with that level of impunity?
Randy,
Yeah.
have you filed a criminal complaint?
I filed a complaint to the police.
A criminal
Yeah.
complaint. Yeah, you should do that.
All right. When we Randy Abbey and so someone also the Abbey to dwa ɛfa saa case yi ɛho ɛno no. Now, Okatakyie Afrifa and so atena ɛyɛ ne TV so ɛna ɔno nso ɛde new twist na ba wɔkyerɛ sɛ adwuma we no ɔmo hyehyɛ no ɛna no ɔden. Na ɔkyerɛ sɛ ɛyɛ media adwuma no saa na ebi mu ɛyɛ no. Ɛna wɔkyerɛ sɛ sisiye na nkorafo otimi yɛ saa de ni bi. Na ɛdeɛ na man gyina so di saa nkɔmɔ no. Ɔbɔ ɔmo audio na ana video na wakyerɛ mu. No wakyerɛ baabi a media houses anase media adwuma no anase journalism no ɔmo timi ɛde nipa adwene edi agoro according to Okatakyie Afrifa.
Any baby so.
The Omakata should be a baby.
Omakata should be a baby so.
Mamma,
sa pepe. You may be a man for a
white crony.
The free minute into a man for
the beer.
Do election. They say, but why any? To win around the Abbey, any Pratt, almost share human right. You for you want yes, sir.
Yes, son, you go.
A Juma Shisha.
A Juma Shisha. Randy Abbey, Kwesi Pratt. Almost share Juma. And I be a baby. Who didn't say you bet be a man for
the name of Matcha, said the Omoye.
Okay. I had a look to the
Exactly.
They said you're free minute into a modi. I am the police of the media.
Precisely so. Precisely so.
Police of the media.
Yes.
Nye media no kwa. Me police asofo. Na me police media. Na me police politicians. Na me besi mo be makro no ayeye. Mo be makro.
Mo be hye ni ye.
Ye be hye ni.
Exactly.
Ye be hye.
Na ye Kofi. General.
Ohene.
Wo yi ane ade no. Enra na me hunu se. Video bi twagu social media.
Ai twagu.
Na video ni de ebusa se de ya Kobi na wo mo ye se ni Randy Abbey na wo ma de friend say wo yes good morning Ghana na wo ye na Metro TV no ana ye ti de na de ni ye de ya ni ye ni ma de kro na Randy Abbey sori ko ye yes sa na video ne na Randy ko ye no wo ni wo mo de ko ham so eno de wo ya de ai o mo bi ase no wo mo bi sisi se de gadache e mo bi sisi no ni eye
Exactly.
ko bi da me ga da wo tie nkomo no
sa pepe wo hene baby omoni bi omoni
na wo ye na Randy Abbey ye se ono omo di kosi ani ma wo ko ono omo di kosi ani ye betie nkomo ni bi na in the course of ono omo di si ani me tell say Randy Abbey bi so say which court eti na wo ye na me say ada court sem bi wo mu ada court bi aye bibi
court akasa
ya me ga dey say
court aka bibi
na wo ye na me say na ye ntie video ni nkonkosi no ono mo ye ya ne ade no ye say sa wo ma ye me ka esi wona
no mo be lock no
na me say wo mo be block Randy Abbey ka obi
ohene
tieni o
komoni
ni o ana ye di a chire say ne enya de papa obi ya me go dey
sa pepe
enya de papa jera
Ohene.
enya de papa eti ni sadia ene ye nhwemu ande kro na Randy ya no narrative ye ne bi ye bebo video ne you want to know matie sadia ana Randy chire mu se sa na mo ba ya mo beje mo be sizi me ka se de be na fa na ayi court order na sa de execute court wo
kan ni nyina wo
na mom de ye mwanwa ne se Randy abesa return to ni show no na wo ko chire ma chire amanfo no achire wo wan kan chire amanfo no se police fo ne nkrofo bi o mo ba ha no o mo so mo kura court order a o mo ba ba esi wan ka wo wan ka the winner is a Kwesi Pratt. No, the assembly called war elections.
Coffee shop mafia, I don't know. Coffee shop mafia, I don't know. Juma kwa. Yeah, betu abe. Wagadre kwa. Mafia.
Gobi. Oire. Yedie kakra. We nyebe. Wo mu ye say ya ombe frɛ kwakuti sisi ya. Wo mu ye ze na atutu mo. Obi. Oire. Yentie Randy Abbey ye police for ye.
Ye koso.
Why do you come and block my car? Why do you?
Okay, so therefore, mun pay attention wa ha. You better read the letter be a year Ignite Media. Owners of a year Metro TV.
Okay.
Ignite Media, no? Owners of Metro TV. Omo the letter be up out. Na mun pay attention to a year Randy Abbey Simbia walk and waha. Why do you come and block my car? Why do you come and block my car? So na my dream say oh. Car na you blocking and run no police for the buy. On be blocking the car.
But I know what you so.
But obi busa question say Randy Abbey a wo ye show. Onyabuto. Randy Abbey a wo ye show. Na what you say car a police for aba. E na na you say block car. E tina o car no Utimu kina na we Obi chenyo nyampo
because unyampo metu
because unyampo metu ka Randy Abbey show so ye show eti why do you come and block my car? Why do you come and block my car? As though the car you block no enra.
Thank you.
Me bam chomu mi encheni na ye di nkomo bia besi ba bi me se adwuma no mo hihya ye be ka kire
no
we sa adwuma we wo de yenya afa ye ntie Randy Abbey ye ntie
Want to take my vehicle? Am I Metro TV? Am I a shareholder? Am I a director? And then you come here today and you come and all you want to do is to come and break into Good Morning Ghana when we are having a live program.
Tie Gobi tie Randy Abbey kasa no kan o say and then you come here today tie new so Randy Abbey is stating two things.
Exactly.
Why do you come and block my car? Why do you come and block my car? In the same sentence, making a, and then you come here today, so it means blocking of the car no, and Sinra, because two statements were making.
Precisely.
But so one here, you might think Enra car, Enra conformable on blocking the car.
More fire.
But and then you come here today. Now you may stress on the honor. Metro TV for the letter be aba. Our more chere antecedent dey see
more fire.
And that you blocking Randy Abbey car no. Then you realize that you blocking Randy Abbey car no. It was somewhere last year. Why is it relevant today?
More fire.
Last year na Metro TV for you blocking Randy Abbey car last year 2023.
More fire.
Other than then Randy Abbey can was you got 12 bentiana. It yes your penties are buying ye baby bonnet. Have a yentie
more fire.
Why do you come and block my car? Why do you want to take my vehicle? Am I Metro TV? Am I a shareholder? Am I a director? And then you come here today and you come and all you want to do is to come and break into Good Morning Ghana when we are having a live program. Even like that the pickup just came in and blocked me. And then they got out and said that look, they are here.
Okay, so the altercation they didn't cause no. Tama Randy Abbey kasa we and still another didn't cause no fire. Then Randy Abbey comes back and narrate to the media. Because we want to cameras and phones were Randy Abbey narrative story.
Exactly. Let's
listen to how he narrated. And you see, the entire me much concern about how or narrative in say, Oba media you be framing and priming and agenda setting. One go school, media ma school.
More fire.
And a minimum dear. But Oba media more you be a agenda setting, framing and priming. It is story and set saying ya. Baby or person won't what gonna what and what chiro settle to ko. Why do you come and block my car? Why do you come and block my car? He is working on your mind to believe said Dana wujina hono. Enkophobia ba be blocking the car. Meanwhile na Randia Betty studio ye adwuma.
More fire.
But it's framing and priming.
Exactly.
Or framing wa adwene. And son of waka asem no akire. Che dey make you. And BBC yes CNN ye obia ye bi. Randia Be so ye the same thing.
More fire.
Na yentie the Randia Be kai.
More fire.
Even like that the pickup just came in and blocked me. And then they got out and said that look, they are here to enforce.
No, the pickup did not just come in and block you. As some way per the letter, Metro TV for the buy no. Last year, and your mobile blockade will come.
More fire.
It be like the pickup just came and blocked me. Meanwhile, you were in the studio when they came. So how did somebody in the studio, the same person, a pickup came to block you? How did that happen?
More fire.
How did that happen?
More fire.
I don't hear confirmation. Yeah, but and they are painting the image as though abiding the police. Yeah, but the entire police for call. It has nothing to do with Abbey.
More fire.
We are akufo-addo to a nyama way in the brain. Yeah, now we the yama fan question. Yama fan question. Ave yenti govi.
So they are seizing my car. And they are seizing my car for what? Court order against you. They say they have a court order against Metro TV.
Okay, so
but this car is not for Metro TV. So what?
Okay, so Muntia de Randia Beka. They said they have a court order against you, against me. So Randia Benim say a court order and the bar.
More fire.
So it's Randia Be aware that it is court order. Now so Randia Be aware say a court order there. And then Tina Randia Be kwatena and the station so baka na oben narrative story. One can't chire man for say enkrofo any police for ba because almost omukura court order against Metro. It would the offense here.
More fire.
Na yanko tie Randia Be owura eye
studio.
Afi one narrative story no.
More fire.
Nesha ade a we won Kwesi Pratt here. Ade on Kwesi Pratt here.
Welcome back to the show. If you just joined us, this is welcome back to the show. If you just joined us, this is Good Morning Ghana live on Metro TV, and you realize that we had an abrupt break. We actually took a break, and maybe you can still hear some noise out there, and it has to do with some armed men, armed policemen, and some other persons who were trying to forcibly enter the.
Okay, so muntia narration agobi muntia narration Randia Bedema. I say so it has to do with some armed policemen and some other people who are trying to forcibly enter into the studio. Other than Randia Be say and some other people almost mukra court order. Almost with the almost. Because a person of money looking like a binary summa police if was say Yemra Metro TV Mra Metro TV for so almost
maybe you can still hear some noise out there, and it has to do with some armed men, armed policemen, and some other persons who were trying to forcibly enter the studio here. We do not know what it is for.
No, Govi. Randia we do not know what it is for. No, Randia, you know it is a court order. So Randia knows it is a court order. But person working on the man for not going to say, "Am I tata anything?" Or say, "We do not know what is it for." You know, if it's a video now call Okatakyie, ono muko ye bantano. Okay, which court? Which court? Am I Metro TV? Am I Metro TV? So you know that the people came there on court order.
More fire.
Fire him.
Fire them. Randy said, we do not know what you know, Randy, you know.
We do not know what it is for. But they were trying to forcibly enter the studio, and yes, our private security has been trying to prevent them. A couple of them are injured. They actually been thrown here into the studio, and you can hear a lot of noise out there. What it is for, we do not know. That they're trying to enter.
No, but Randy, you know what it is for. You know. Don't do that. I get we mudi aye man for over 27 years. So when you see my group is some best agenda. Agenda no one Randy, you know the people came there because Metro TV de aye teleselka.
More fire.
Anyamna maker.
More fire. More fire.
Metro TV they tell us okay. Call. And we mako court akwa je eye court order. And a court order na nkrofo ba be execute. Na fe ye na Randy Abbey wo better TV show. And looking like say wonnim de enti amanfo na aba ho. Abbey enti.
You can still hear some noise outside the studio, and that's why we took the break. Okay, I'm sure that our people are also trying to reach the police authority to see, but they're here with some policemen. I don't know why they're here.
And he kept Kobe, he kept stressing on. I don't know why they are here. I don't know. Meanwhile, Randy Abbey knows why they were there.
Precisely.
If we are talking about the unprofessionalism of the police,
yes,
then we can discuss that.
More fire.
Fire him. Let nobody begin to paint the image. Say, akufo-addo are buying a person or media. What the media number? Randy Abbey, you know, say Metro TV, you will be cut.
Sapepepe.
You bet you the story. Now, you show Kwesi Pratt by Yadi. Kwesi Pratt by Yadi. Randy Abbey Kwesi Pratt. Oh, we are skillful.
Coffee shop, please.
Coffee shop for we are skillful. Now, said you Kwesi Pratt Bessia. The linkage between the scene run to a election day, you will be shocked. Then it tells you that you man almost
more fire.
Simply entered this particular studio in the middle of a live show, but that's the situation that we're dealing with now. Kwesi and Richard, I'm sure I've been able to convey with it.
It will be, you know, and what true, Emma, a Kwesi and Richard. Now, also, on me working Yama, Richard Asante, I believe he say, a buying the misuse power. On no young people in or believe is a binder. So, Richard Kassa was that, Mumia careful now, the use of power in there. So, working on very quick. Richard, I do grab I be a deal with Pratt.
It's very strange. I mean, why would a mob try to enter a studio? I mean, a studio where a live program is taking place. You know, and I'm particularly worried for the security staff of Metro. One of them is currently injured, you know, and they're trying to take care of.
Pay attention to Kwesi Pratt. Uncle Sikwe a very wouldn't experience what Uncle Kwesi oh no give it to him. Uncle Kwesi is a very skillful player. Now Uncle Kwesi I'll be chatting stadium
what is happening? Richard, do you have any understanding of what is happening?
Richard, do you have any understanding? When you know then Richard, there's when you understand what is happening. So it pains Richard when I have been money. What's your say? What the question about you? What do you move? My Richard, you're confused.
Why would police accompany? What's the involvement of the police?
I mean, the point is.
Okay, Gobi. My main chairman, dear Ketuabua. Anka Randy Abbey, Babe can't. Afe no kurena ngasa. Mum pay attention. Afe Randy Abbey ko be kano kurena ngasa o. Ko. Ejuya ya say what is the involvement of the police in and why would the police accompany Okay, so Randy Abbey nim so obi eba be jenisika. Ana police aba. Medical can say ye betie ye be kan the unprofessionalism of the police. Yan kan ho asem. Abbey Randy Abbey nim so no kan sa asem no a adwuma na dwiri. Etu de we said obe pele ne na no ye frim.
Richard, do you have any understanding of what is happening?
I'm sure I was the one speaking.
Why would police accompany?
Mutia.
What's the involvement of the police?
I mean, the point is that whatever.
Why would the police accompany? What's the involvement of the police? Why would the police accompany an auctioneer? Why would the police? What is the involvement of the police? And we're pelling and then we say, me cut to aswa, make so Randy Abbey knew when he was sitting there. He knew why the people were there.
Precisely so.
I don't know why editing now. Why editing?
Oh, me biani.
Why couldn't
No, me biani. Somebody adio ya yo 27 years old.
Agenda.
I have a yenti.
But they're trying to break
into the studio. And I was the one talking, so I was startled.
Yeah.
And I'm sure.
Because I realized you stopped.
Because I couldn't understand. I've been here a couple of times and I've not seen. I mean, whatever the situation is, I think that the Ghana police need to act and handle the situation. It's really not good. It's not really good.
Oma Richard Asante could believe it. Oma Richard Asante believe it. Say, obi na use to media. It not what to say. Charlie, my baby.
Yeah, no, yeah,
grow boy, Mister. Coffee shop boy. Brilliant. I've been Kwesi Pratt to link issue no to election day. Issue and for election day. I've been
really good.
And this is something which would actually happen on election day. You know that?
Well, incidentally.
And a demo.
Massa.
Munya sadio. Adio we moya nkokrafo. Maya adio ya che. Munya. Kwesi de Kwesi press peja adio no. And link it to election day. This is actually something that can happen on election day. Okay, so Besmak, Maxwell. Okay, so Omode Krate Biaba. Na Metro TV for Krate Omdia Beni. Ignite Media.
More fire.
Na Ignite Media no. Wamo na Metro TV yomodia. First na Tala Fata was a Falata Ebia whether Tala Fata or Falata Tao. There's a Fala and there's a Tala.
Exactly.
Gobi, Wamokata Omodebaini. Was it today, November 27, 2024, at about 9:30 a.m., an auctioneer, a court bailiff, and armed policemen entered the premises of IMG, the operators of Metro TV, Original TV, and Original whatever FM, at North Ridge, Accra, and purported to be acting under the court order to execute a judgment against Metro TV.
More fire.
The auctioneer, the bailiff, together with the armed policemen, forcibly broke into the studio when the Good Morning Ghana program was live. The auctioneer, known as George Addo, director of Guild Mat, then declared an avowed purpose to disrupt the Good Morning Ghana program, and therefore charged his team to break into the said studio, which they did, leading to the disruption of the live broadcast program. The Omo Kenyana say, Enra, when you make a Metro TV for that Omo say Enra, a year auctioneer be a friend George Addo, Anna Wakwaji court order, court judgment. And one a police for any court bailiff, eba Metro TV premises. Now one mobile, no, and one call a Good Morning Ghana studio. Also, so we far by our baby, and far away auctioneer, way in the Juma. A quite fast yen and I say, Uncle Yaka. Randy Abbey say auctioneer. Our court order against Metro TV. So one more the cat. It in Wababe. More fire. It when ya buy na ye. It is also important to state that last year, the said George Addo, the auctioneer, led a team of masked policemen armed to the teeth in a pickup truck to lay in wait for Dr. Randy Abbey and blocked his vehicle upon the arrival of the host of the Good Morning Ghana show. It move say Randy Abbey shared that painty image as though Enrano you blockade the car. But according to Metro TV, one letter on the buy almost say at the end see last year. And auctioneer no eba into Bakaya. My Randy Abbey kept saying, am I Metro TV? Am I director? Am I a shareholder? So Randy Abbey knows directly that it is a certain auctioneer and the day a yes akrata naba. So what Baba Genisika e Metro TV. And so about the show so no. O jama Kwesi Pratt no no set agenda as though e ya buy na asuma police for more fire. You better moto. Sanyo mo munyai.
Why ache
munyai.
Fire them.
Now nokura wo munie. Information yate e kire se Metro TV say na ye falata fala o se wa dia. Talafta falata wa is papa da Lebanese ni na wo talafata o. Sani kan talafata. Obi ohere na ye ne dia.
More fire.
Ana Metro TV no wotoma eye Zoom Lion under the auspices of Ignite Media. Ignite Media ni Zoom Lion dia.
More fire.
Na Zoom Lion no na wono Sia Japan, one on Ignite Media Nedia, eti Metro TV, Original TV, Original FM, Nedia. Now, Uko company law, Akubi. Company is Oko talk will be company. You inherit liabilities and you inherit asset. The company no war a year. Goodia unya akoto company ya odia obi ba no beto angels sia ye konya we ha nyina no e ka ho okọ ye movable property law o se be fixtures and shackles fixtures and shackles ne chese ade bia ye affixed to ade na wo to no permanently and the purpose is that it has to be affixed ye de be kan ho court ne be kan ho sanso na se company ne de car ye liability and also be inherited
exactly.
Eti ye say talafata tama na company ni ane dia. Na what the telecell at that time na ye Vodafone ka. Ana Vodafone no ye yi na ade na na be ye telecell. Na so na say company is an entity on its own which never dies. So who transfer company no the interest in the company to another person. It is assumed that you've transferred the liabilities as well as the asset to another person.
Freedom. More fire.
Enti na womodeka ana telecell e court ana okonya judgment against a year Metro TV ana womatwen from last year no ano muntia ana auctioneer akwa court order ba be season how does this in any way Kwesi Pratt how does this in any way cover abato
abato ni wija
Ugani Bugapa Coffee shop mafias.
And when Ranko for is this how our country have gotten to? Is this how our country have gotten to? It's all to cause disaffection for the government, for the party. Randy Abbey say your mama ba. Say your mama ba. On the body part. To be in a good position. On the Bible play ye gabi ocheda. On no one position. Them watch chance what your position. It yes a bonus. Na Kwesi Pratt so ja ankosi. Say we no go. Wo did ye no? Wakoka musie kumo akufo-addo sore udoni WikiLeaks kokasa ya oka ye kumo and we mo did ye no
sapepepe
na jo mama de ne nyonko pa no papa bi ai to we no ye tu aban dia ye penti image ni se
yemoa munyai sa mo ya ache agenda set no na coffee shop aseti
coffee shop na madwuma ba wie bumi kan ko madwuma na ba wie
sa pepe
if you ntimi ntra kro ni mu na mo nkofo ya nipa ba 5 to 10 bi na 25 years to 30 years when we decided the wo mama president yes mo mama mfo ne nwene mo mo to ba onya agenda no enko si hwe
more fire
coffee shop mo ya ye betum to
pepe ohene
de be biemu
we mo mpima asema munyai na no anga yi bra kwa mi sefakai wo ye ni ya wo ye na mkoche ntu se galamsi for no mba show so na do say na no wadwa obufu a ho hia so amechia wo mechia na anyi so jawa sem
on fire
gobi
for pound
adwuma no mo hye
o mo hye ba we de
Randy Abbey nim say auctioneer ne ba or the police
we are aware
100% ba obetena so no o penti image say wonim de ntia bo ayi ba
onini akoso bia so
Randy
jai achewa
aban ne say wonya de a yen kan no enye problem ne mo sa tactics we Jeliman tactics here antics tactics and the munya
putumantis
munya
putumantis
antics and tactics
putumantis omuntwa so
ya mamu kwa mamunya
dabi
eti nukuro wo mun say Metro TV de obika na nipa ne call court ana okoje court order wo baaye no last year no ye so obesizi Randy Abbey ana amaso ana watwen ya na omuntua ye ana wakọ akoje another court order ana on the bailiff ni police fo ababa ana omo ba abaji sika ewo eye Metro TV na omo baaye no ana omo call so omo call ye studio na omo call studio omo call ye ABCD entwa ye enu ye difference you bet me discuss the merit and the demerit of a police for their actions. Ne mo me penti picture say aban na shuma police for go.
Clearly no wutimi hu say according to Okatakyie nsemu a o kan say o kan say jandam. Ne say ye jandam. O kire say na dan kwa akufo-addo enye eveli say onye 100%. Nanso ontena se ema enkofo ebimo emfa aya dia na ado nyeye emfa nkonkoto no so according to Okatakyie Afrifa ne nsem wa ba bekire mu ene de asi ni nyina ani enye NPP ene NDC asem ne police no case ni mu nkire mu nyina no full details no anam de amo ade crop pot esi ye no ni nyina no wat